Good afternoon, everyone. Arctic vortex blast ripping over Europe. Cold air, warm air mix, stunning cloud formations, literally mind-bending lenticular clouds. Over to the U.S., another polar vortex as well. Down under Australia, electrical ferocity. Images coming out. Record rains so intense, breaking old records by 3 times, and with this much water, giant earthworms emerging from the ground. And while you're watching the video, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 and click the bell so you can get the latest updates. Arctic vortex, first of the season, pushing down all the way to Greece, into Turkey. Even the Middle East is going to have freezing temperatures. And as would be expected with the cold and warm air masses colliding, unusual cloud formations. Sicily, look at these lenticular clouds, stunning at sunset with the orange color. Clouds reflecting across canals, clouds reflecting across lakes, mind-bending color and formation in the skies across Italy. Deep reds, northern Italy, central Italy. These air masses colliding are providing a spectacle in the sky for those who are even looking up. And in today's world, I wonder how many people missed this display of beauty because they were looking at their mobile phones as they walked down the streets. I've linked all the images below so you can go through at your own leisure. Reflections in the canals. These are days that you wish you were traveling in these particular spots. Also with these heavy winds blasting at least 140 kilometers per hour preceding the front, with the wind damage, the tree downage, the hail, the storms that are ripping through Europe at the moment. Wispy clouds of thunderstorm heads at 45,000 feet. That's 15,000 meters being ripped off, creating these formations in the sky. Jumping over to North America, United States, Canada, Arctic vortex pulling all the way down. Freezing temperatures in Florida last night. Very discernible on the map here. That purple color, so you can clearly see where the plunge is going to take place through the Halloween week. Now down under to Australia, electrical ferocity is the only way to describe these images here. When you're getting 10,000 lightning strikes in an hour, some places registering 45,000 lightning strikes in a single hour, I don't even know how to quantify something like this. So for an example, this is a 3-second exposure, and this is how much lightning was captured on that frame. This is from the outback, normally dry areas, tendril lightning bolts, sunset, purple plasma in the skies. This one's over Cyprus as well, but you can see how they match each other with this type of electrical intensity. So it's not just in the northern hemisphere, but it's also happening in the southern hemisphere at the same time. Back to Australia. Midnight skies lit up. Sunset over Queensland. And there is one result with all of this. Record rain wreaking havoc across Queensland, affecting food supplies no less. I've been talking about food supplies being affected by the grand solar minimum since I began this channel. And we're starting to see these chip away of our grain supply, our wines, fruits and vegetables through these last 2 years, but it's starting to ramp up right now. Looking at the cloud cover here, Eastern Australia shows you where the rain totals are with the record rains, but how much rain really came down. In Bundaberg, the previous record was 281 millimeters. 1953, right now, 533 millimeters. Harvey Bay, 1987 old record, 208 millimeters. This storm, 403 millimeters. And you can see these totals are being doubled. But what was the result of that? These giant earthworms ascending because they were flooded out from 100 feet in depth below the ground. Now, I thought this was a snake at first. It was such a large creature. Sure enough, Saught's carrying the story. Australian woman captures gigantic earthworm after torrential rains. And I said, no, this really can't be true. So I went over and sure enough, News 7 in Brisbane picked it up as well. Giant earthworm captured. I left all the links below. I hope you take a look at what nature has provided for you as a spectacle these last few days.